We're now crossing Mackinac Bridge. It's a 5-mile long suspension bridge connecting the upper peninsula to the lower peninsula. Alright, good morning everyone. This is Up Trail 71 for another adventure. This time this will be a road trip from Michigan to Maryland. It should be a lot of fun. We're actually starting day 2 right now. We drove, well, my wife got her work last night around maybe 3 o'clock. Drove past over the Mackinac Bridge to Grayling, Michigan. We're staying at this nice Ramada. And then on day 2, we'll be, which is today now, we'll be driving to just before Washington, D.C. Then we'll give you more details about this road trip as we go on. It's 8 days total. It's only 3 nights in a motel, 5 nights in tent, but it's all road, like tent camping in roadside parks or whatever you want to say, campgrounds, which is still going to be fun. Very little backpacking, but you can see a lot in this trip. We're now traveling near the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area. We had some extremely hard rainstorms that we had to drive through. It's a little bit hard seeing the freeway. We had to slow down, a lot of construction. Now we should reach our destination in about 171 miles from here. One more night in a motel. Well, we're now at the Arlington National Cemetery, Washington, D.C. One of our first main stops for this trip. Look at all the headstones from the fallen soldiers. This will be the Arlington House. Memory of Robert E. Lee. Yeah, it's beautiful. Look at the size of those pillars. And the view up here. There's the Washington Monument.
That's because I think part of that's because Ronaldo, he was kind of part of the first wave.
Well, beneath the stone, 2,111 unknown soldiers from the Civil War. Wow, this is the Vietnam Wall from the Vietnam War. Names all over it. And I believe that's Thomas Jefferson Memorial behind us. Now I can make at least a 3-hour drive over to our campsite on Assateague Island. Now this is a Bay Bridge going in Maryland. From through Annapolis over to Ocean City. I think it's about a 5-mile long stretch. It's like a double bridge. The one-way traffic on this side, and on the other side you can see the bridge. It's one-way traffic to enter back into the DC area. And there was a toll, easy pass toll. I think it was like $2.50 or something like that. Well, we've now arrived at the Assateague Island State Park. It's just south of Ocean City by maybe 25 miles. Beautiful camping area. Of course, it's a campground, so it's the only choice we have. But the beach is, the ocean is right over that sand dune. And I can't wait to find our campsite here. Should be coming up soon. Okay, we have parked now at our campsite for the night. It'll be our home. We've got a little picnic table, fire ring over here. Looks like that's a bathhouse over there. And of course we have the ocean right over that sand dune. We'll take a quick look at that. Now, one thing that's neat about the Assateague Island, they have wild horses running on it. And from what I read, they estimate they were brought here in the 1700s. That's their guess. And wow, is this ocean beautiful. Check this out. Oh, look at this nice sand. And hopefully get some decent weather tomorrow. They're predicting some rain, possible thunderstorms tonight. Of course, it seems like we always like our rain. Seems to follow us for our trips. I know that we're not going to do a whole lot of backpacking. Actually, maybe very little to none on this trip. We mostly day hikes. But we want to make this an enjoyable trip for us. And of course, next to our campsite, some of the wild horses. See, they're hanging around these other campers. Got a camper pulling in right there. And we're going to set our tent up for tonight. Right about here. Now, since I had bad luck with one of my other sleeping pads, I bought this new one. Nemo Tensor, regular, wide. Plenty thick. Seems like a very nice one. Ultralight, 1.1 pounds only. Yeah, try this out for the first time tonight. At least first time in a tent. I've tried it at home. Now this is, I believe, day 4, our second night at Assateague State Park. And we had to move to a different campsite from last night because it's just the way it is for reserving. These campsites book up fast. So we got 817. Looks like a nice little spot. See a few campers around here. The bathhouse is behind me. I'm using a marmot tent again. And right now I'm going to take a walk to the beach. It's right over there. And this is the sand dune that goes over to the beach. And this is another very nice beach. It's actually all the same part. It runs for, I don't know how many miles along here, maybe 40 miles. We're enjoying some of the ocean here. We got some surfers out in the ocean. Got some good sized waves today. Oh yeah, these are some good waves. A little more than Lake Superior, except for, of course, when it's extremely windy in Lake Superior, it gets nasty. Ooh, that got me wet. Oh, this was another fun day at the ocean. Had some fun with those large waves coming in. And then we went to one of the diners over a few miles away. Had some nice fresh shrimp and some excellent french fries that they made. But anyway, we're going to jump in very soon, and we'll see you tomorrow. One of our typical mornings. Of course, we went and saw the wild horses along the beach and have this hash brown potatoes. Feels like it heated up very good. Can't wait to eat that. Well, it's just about time to break down our tent. See, Kathy's already packing up her quilts and sleeping pads. Definitely missed this nice area. The rocket. I can just imagine how fast that'll go for us. A chance of seeing dolphins on this boat tour.
Oh, there's two up together. Three.
Three.
You see three? Oh. Yeah.
Okay, our next stop on our road trip, Cape Henlopen State Park in Delaware. It's a Delaware Bay. The lighthouse out there. There's a lot of seashells along the shoreline. Where Kathy's always got to check them out in the rocks. It's a beautiful little state park. There's a lot of other things to check out also. Sand dunes over here. Out here I have one of those horseshoe crabs washed up on the shore. So we'll tip it back over and we'll go back out into the sea.
There you go. There's a good bead. Might want to bring him out a little further though. Where are you going, hey?
He'll go.
You're like, thank you.
He's happy now.
Yeah.
So good morning. It is now day 6. This will be the Swallow Falls State Park in western part of Maryland and near the West Virginia border. It's a nice little state park. We arrived here last night, kind of late, so we had to do a late check-in. Set up our tent on this nice little pad. There's a real nice fire ring. We didn't get a chance to use it. Of course, we're going to make up a quick little breakfast right now. Then we're going to go for a hike and go check out, I think it's like Muddy Creek Falls and Swallow Falls. That should be really nice. And then next to our campsite, there's a water right there. It's actually a little kids playground. And then just beyond those trees, there's a bathroom house with showers. Very few people here for a Thursday night. Well, of course, for Friday morning right now. There's a campsite there, but nobody stayed. And ours isn't too bad. It's got a little valley there, so there's no campsites down there. There's campsites further down in that direction. So of course it's very private last night. Okay, we're going to start our hike to go see the waterfalls. It's a 37-acre area. Virgin hemlock. White pine trees have been estimated to be 300 plus years old. Last of its kind in Maryland here. Alright, this should be a cool hike. Looks like nice easy trails. Okay, we reached the top of Muddy Creek Falls. This looks really nice when you go down there. A few steps to go down. They have very nice stairways going down to the falls. These rock ledges are cool. Now we get some waterfall views right here. Wow, just beautiful. Look at that water coming down. Oh, this is a cool little spot. Kind of neat walking through here. And here's some more rapids, waterfalls coming up. Oh, this rock overhang is cool. Wow, look at that. Hard to believe that's still standing up right there. This will be another one of the waterfalls. I believe there's an upper and lower Swallow waterfall. It looks like the next one's going to be really nice. Okay, now we reached Tolliver Falls. Another cool area with all these rock formations. And it looks like this should be the main falls coming up. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. Okay, this will wrap up our nice little hike around to see the falls. We're going to be leaving the Shallow Falls State Park very soon, and we'll be going to our next destination. Oh, this is so beautiful. In Ohio, Pennsylvania. There, now we are set up at our campsite in Ohio Pile. It's got a nice little pad, firing right over there, picnic table, and shower rooms and restrooms are just right over there, so they're very close. And overall, for a campground, it's fairly private here. As you can see, there's a lot of woods right around us. There's a little road that's right there, but it's not too bad. Campsites are spread apart far enough, at least for this part. Of course, when I reserve a campsite, I want to make sure I had the most private one I could find. This should work out good for tonight. Of course, I'm busting out my old Coleman grill. I think we're going to have some cheddar dogs tonight. And give a quick little look inside the tent. This Marmot, or what is it, tungsten 2-person. It's probably more like a 1 3/4 person, but we fit in here. As you can see, this is the Nemo tents are regular wide sleeping pad. Now I have 3 nights in this, and compared to the other sleeping pads I've used, this one is the best so far. I definitely give it a high rating. It takes at least 20 blows though to pump this up, so it's a little bit of workout, but it works excellent. It has a 2-way valve on it, and I would highly recommend it. But anyway, I think we will grab some firewood. They sell some firewood just up the road a little ways here. It's kind of a cool setup. They have all these little slots for firewood. It's a self-serve concession. Ice in there, and more wood over there. On this side there's some kindling. There, we're cooking up some Johnsonville smoked brats. Oh, they're good. And we're not going to use our little Coleman stove. Instead, my wife decided we're going to cook it right over the fire. That's the best way. Look how good that's looking, that one already. Okay, soon we'll get ready for bed, and we'll see you in the morning. Good night. Good morning. As you see, it's raining out. We're starting to pack up to go to our final destination. We'll be camping along a campsite right along Lake Erie near Monroe, Michigan. And our next stop on this road trip will be in Cuyahoga Valley National Park. We'll see Brandywine Falls. It's supposed to be a very beautiful waterfall here in Ohio, in the Cleveland area. And we get some nice boardwalks here. can see down the valley, the river. And you can see there's a lot of people out today. It's a Saturday. Wow. Look at that. There's a viewing platform right down there. Wow. There's that little bridge we're just on. Three. Well, now we're going to leave this area. This is really an awesome waterfall. And we got plenty of stairs to climb up. Okay, as you can see, we have our tent set up at our last and final stop for our trip here. This will be at the Sterling State Park in Lower Michigan, kind of between Detroit and Toledo. As you see, we have a nice little river view behind us, but if you look over here, some kind of factory. Maybe it's a paper mill or something, I'm not really sure what it is, but yeah, it's okay. It doesn't really bother us that much. And just over off in the distance, you can hear Lake Erie. I'm going to take a look at that. It'll actually be our first time being up to Lake Erie. I don't think I've ever seen it before. And this will be the beach. And Lake Erie, of course, it's windy out. You can see it's got some good large waves today. But it's not the perfect place, but it's nice. And if you look over here, you see some kind of a smokestacks off in the distance over there, some kind of factories. But this is a beach. There are nice waves rolling in. Well, this is kind of cool. Looks like it's got to be man-made, some kind of barrier. Possibly for the beach, otherwise I think there's a stream that goes over here for boats. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe this is what runs behind our campsite. We'll take a look at it. It's always kind of neat to explore. The waves are definitely large coming in here. Yes, there's like a stream back there. That's one that goes behind our campsite. So it must kind of protect like a canal here. This is cool. Nice. Overall seems to be a nice campground. Nice bathrooms and showers. There's some vending
shells.
machines.
See how big these shells are
And look,
here washed
yeah, look at the seashells washed up. They're all smaller ones. Wow. Got a lot of them. As you can see, we busted out our old Coleman grill, propane one. My wife's making up some, looks like coffee or cappuccino.
It's coffee, but the heat actually turned
Okay,
my
yeah, looks
metal
good.
blue there, so it was a little too high.
And I'm just chowing on some of these little cheddar fish things, or whatever you want to call it, goldfish things. Then we got some firewood here ready for later on our fire ring. A little bit of kindling, nice little pile. And it's relaxing actually right here. Of course, we don't have any neighbors yet. Well, who knows, maybe nobody will show up at these three sites. It's fairly private, especially with nobody right behind us, just the water. Now we used our little propane grill for heating up some coffee and hot chocolate, but right now we got some more brats. We're cook right over this nice fire we got made. Well, as you can see, we're making some s'mores. A little messy, but gotta have those for camping. Well, time to kick back and relax, and we'll see you in the morning. Oh, good morning everyone. We're just waking up. Nice sunrise. Had overall beautiful weather on this trip. 8 days, 7 nights total. Got to see a lot. Of course, this video you'll probably be noticing that a lot of the clips will be jumping around, but it was just a fun trip for us, relaxing. Not really a backpacking trip, just sightseeing, some smaller hikes. But we're gonna pack up soon and head back up to northern Michigan. Thanks for watching, Up Trail 71.